inhospitable space requires a streamlined approach.
Whoa.
I've seen hell in you, but you don't care, no, you don't care, no. You just rather watch me fall from a quarter mile. I can see you at the call. Think about it, ring won't tell you what I saw. When you break it off.
What up, y'all? How's it going? What's up? My name is Jesse Both from the 19th hole, and I'm going to pull up the chat here, see who's all in the stream so far tonight. I know RJ was streaming a little while ago, doing a little practice for his, I think it was his expert. I actually did a little practice for my expert earlier, and it turned into for real. So we will have the option here tonight. We can do both if you want, but we can watch the expert first, do the giveaway, and do the pro second, or we can do the pro first, do the giveaway, and then watch the expert third. So, I'm going to leave that up to you all and see what you all think. What's up? Uh-oh, Fun and James. Fun and James has found a little button. Thank you very much, my friend. Everybody give Fun and James some love in the chat room, please. Please. Thank you. It's awesome. So, as I was saying, before that big box of red popped up on my screen, that's pretty cool. We are going to either do the expert or the pro, and we can do them in either order. I don't care. So I'll give that. I'll leave that be up to you all. What's up, John? John, what's up? Thank you very much for the $9.99 donation. And Jared says, "Boom." Thank you guys very much. Very cool. So I see Brandon says expert, pro, and then giveaway. What's up, Adam P? How's it going? We got fire and booms going all over the place for all of the guys hitting that dono button. We got James and John and Jared. Appreciate it very much. And hopefully these circles will go away here momentarily, and we can get going. So, my question still remains: do we want the pro first or the expert first? Hopefully that lag will go away as we get into the stream. Normally it does, but it always seems to be worse like right at the beginning part. So, what do you all think? Pro or expert? I've seen one person said expert, pro, and then giveaway. I think I'm going to do the giveaway in the middle though. So, what do you all want to see first? Expert, pro, then expert? Alright. Pro first. Do the giveaway so he can be butthurt. Okay, well, just to warn you all, the expert is already pre-recorded. I played a little bit earlier, was just trying to practice, and then ended up playing it as my real round. So the expert is a pre-recorded round. So all right, so it looks like most people are saying, oh, now I'm seeing experts. It's like a split crowd. Of course, that would happen. Della says pro so she can take notes, or so he can take notes. All right, so we'll do the pro first, then we'll do the giveaway, and then we'll do the expert. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to do both of them. and we'll do the expert. We'll do the giveaway right in the middle. So during the pro, I do need to turn off my my picture, and because if I don't, it will be kind of laggy. Brendan's intrigued now, huh? Yeah, sometimes, you know, when you play and you start practicing, sometimes you just, you know, whenever I practice, I always start out like trying hard. You know, because you never know what kind of a round you may waste if you don't. So, you know, I've played all these holes before. It had been a while. I didn't practice at all last week or on this weekend. So it's kind of like, I might need to try this, a little practice before I try to stream this. But, I don't know. It ended up pretty good. I was happy with it. And we're going to do the pro first. So let me go ahead and turn off my camera. And we will turn the camera back on for the expert round. Minus 14, very nice. So we're going to play the whole the pro round with my 19th hole account here. And just a quick little announcement on the monetization giveaway. We did end up with 217 entries in the giveaway, 217, which is definitely an improvement from our 1,000 sub giveaway. So that was pretty cool. What's up, Tara? How's it going? And everybody in the chat that said what up back at y'all. We've been on for a few minutes now, so I'm not going to go back and read all the way back through the chat. So we are going to get started. Hole number 1, we will be going with extra mile for sure on this hole. And we'll pretty much just leave everything else in the way it is. I think we'll stick with our level 6 razor as well. And we will be going with, I think a Titan ball is what I decided on for this hole. Alright, there we go. Thank you very much, Sandy. Yes, Mr. Chef, we are starting right now. So I'm going to try to keep up with the chat the best I can. If I miss something that you say, I apologize. If you highlight my name, I'm probably a lot more likely to see it. So here we go. Hole number 1 is a par 4. And it's one of those holes where you can play it. Basically, you have two options. You can play it to the right, which is the safe way, or you can play it to the left, which is bouncing it off this little island. That's a little bit more risky, but that gives you a lot better chance at the eagle. What's up, Greg K? How's it going? What's up, Mike? What's up, John? How's it going? So hole number 1, here we go. I played one kind of run through on pro. Wasn't too impressed with my play, so we're going to see how this goes here tonight. We are definitely trying to qualify. I've got way too many accounts to try to practice that much on each. So we kind of use each of them as practice in the qualifying, and then kind of get down to business in the opening and then the weekend round. I know some of y'all in here may be interested to see how I did on my expert account, considering that is the account that was being used for a certain Ryder Cup style tournament that's going on. And I can't even remember who's all on my team. I know James is on my team and RJ's on my team. And who else is on my team? Tara, are you on my team or are you on the other team? I can't even remember the lists. I know it's me and someone else going up against 2 other people. Okay, Tara's the enemy. Okay. Alright, so let's see. Here we go. Hole number 1. Let's see what we got here. 7.5 wind. I know we don't want to go too much topspin. I'm going to go 3.5 top, I think. And I'm going to go 3 right. I like that right there. 7.5 is about 3.5 rings. So we're going to have to overpower this one a little bit here. And hit it great to the right. That should be okay. Yeah, and that's going to be a little bit too far, I think. That's going to run through the hole. Hopefully it stops in the fringe. In the fairway. Okay. We can deal with that. So we're going to make an adjustment here to my notes. 3.5 is definitely, well, you know, on the flip side, you can either adjust the spin on that shot or you can adjust the overpower. I think adjustment on the overpower is probably going to be the better option right there. You know, but I could also adjust the spin. I think I had 3.5 top spin, and I kind of like that number, the 3.5 top spin. So I think I'm going to stick with that, and I think I'm just going to kind of tweak my my overpowering of that shot. So let's see if we can get this shot here to fall. We've got the end bringer. .8 with the end bringer. We're just going to move it just the slightest bit. Hit it perfect. And there we go. Some J-booms in the chat for the eagle on hole number 1. Brendan, you know, I definitely would say that's a really good option. If you are somebody that has a lot of berserkers, definitely an option. I myself do not have a lot of berserker balls, so you know, trying to figure out what works best with the balls I have is what I'm doing, which is why I went with the Titan. But you know, that line of thinking behind using a berserker ball and not having to overpower definitely would work. And I like the start to this round. That was a good start right there. And thank you all. Love seeing all the booms in the chat. And a good shot means one thing. Can anybody guess what it's time to do? Can anybody guess what it's time to do? I would give out extra entry chances, but I've already closed the drawing. Oh, Brad, you know me too well. You know me too well, my friend. Blue can time. I don't know if I have any chests to open. I don't think I do. Whipped cream shooters. What's up, Mr. Wallace? How's it going today, my friend? Have you done any streaming yet today, Mr. Golfin' Danny? All right, so we got the eagle hole 1. Good start. We got hole 2 coming up, par 5. Definitely an albatross chance here. We're going to go with the extra mile, the sniper, and the Goliath for this shot. My Goliath is a 52 axe, so that's basically going to be a 2 miles per hour kind of adjustment right there. Makes it easy to adjust for that that shot on the fringe, trying to go for the albatross. All right, cool, Danny. If you want to post in the 19th hole and let us know when you're gonna do your stream. And yes, as RJ said, please make sure to hit that thumbs up button. If you are enjoying the stream, make sure you do it now instead of later, because I know after the giveaway there's going to be a bunch of butthurt going on in the chat room. All right, so we got what we want here. We're going to go with the Kingmaker for this shot, and let's see what the wind. I can't even remember what the wind's going to be like. I've played some rookie today, I played some pro today, and played expert. So all these wind directions are kind of like jumbled in my mind. And for some reason I didn't write down the winds on my pro sheet. I don't know why. So hopefully my opponent goes first so I can check out the wind real quick here. And of course he doesn't. All right, 6.4. Okay, that's not too bad. 6.4 is going to be about a 3-ring adjustment. Full top and left spin. I like to aim it right about in there. Okay. And these trees are kind of in the way a little bit. That should be okay still. Oh, hit that one. Great left. Hopefully that one does not cost me. Alright, we're going to be okay. As long as we don't go too far. Slow down, ball. Alright, that ended up being pretty good. The point on the fairway where I landed I lined up my shot, gave me a little bit of leeway, right or left, for a great ball. So, that's kind of important when you are lining up your tee shot, in my opinion. Make sure to line it up in a place where you can miss left or right and still be okay. The top spin and that left spin, will carry it far enough to the left, if you do great ball to the right. You may come close and you may hit the rough and just roll out onto the fairway, but that's what you have the sniper for. If you do land that tee shot a little bit short, you have the sniper, which may arguably be a better club to use on this next shot than the Goliath. So, you may want to try to plan that out so it happens that way. I don't know. But we're going to be using the Goliath here for our second shot. And we're going to go with just a tad topspin. You don't need that much. Okay, just enough. Right there. Something like that. So 5.9 is pretty much going to be 3 rings. We're going to just right there at 3 rings for this shot. And it's all about hitting the perfect ball on this shot. And we do. So we should be pretty close here. And we are going to, just come close. We can't get much closer than that right there. Can't get much closer than that, so maybe a little bit more on the top spin. A little bit closer to one bar of top spin on that shot. That was a half a bar top spin. We had that thing lined up perfectly to a T. Just needed a little bit more juice right there. I agree with you, Sean, 100%. The winds in Expert are definitely more favorable than in Pro. I can't remember what hole that is in Pro. I think it's hole number 8. The winds on hole number 8 in Pro are absolute crap. Basically, force you to go to the right side and make that long eagle chip. Yeah, Clint, you're the enemy too, man. But I still cheer for you. I still cheer for you. So we're going to put this one in. We got that real little easy eagle putt. Yeah, that new ball looks pretty nice. It's basically it's another version of the Santa ball. So I might have to look into trying to get some of those for my main account. I don't know, some of y'all may have noticed we have, you do have to endure those small little advertisements now during the videos, and that's because we finally did get monetized. It took about a month to do, and it's finally happened, but it's kind of funny. I went and checked it earlier, and it had like $2.62 or something like that. It was kind of funny. So hole number 2 is in the books, and our next hole is hole number 3, and it's a par 3, and we're probably going to hit that one with the sniper, I think. Oh yeah, another thing I forgot to mention about my expert stream, when I hit the record button, I must have accidentally hit like the invert color option. So the 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 colors on the stream are a little bit wacky, but you know, that might make for some interesting viewing. Oh, that was some lag. Yeah, Clint, huge amounts of money, like $2.33 worth. Uh, it takes a lot. I think it takes a lot of views to cash in, because I think it's not until you like reach $100 where they actually send you the check, or I don't know. We'll have to see. John says enable DVR. Yeah, John, I will definitely have to do that. It does. The only thing about enabling the DVR is it does actually use up a little bit more power on my phone, and my phone already kind of has issues just trying to stream and play at the same time. So, Fun and James, I don't believe there is a sponsor button. I will have to get with RJ, I guess, and still talk to him and see. But I'm pretty certain that they have just recently made it where sponsors are only available to streamers with over 100,000 subscribers. At least that's kind of the way that I read it. I could be wrong, and I could be looking at like completely the wrong place. But that's what I'm reading, which kind of bums me out because I had all kinds of cool things lined up for that kind of a thing. So we were going to have some cool emojis. I was going to have like a personal chat room for sponsors directed, connected directly towards me and some of my team members for within the minute help and stuff like that. But I don't know. We'll have to check it out and see. Maybe RJ knows something I don't know and can help me figure it out. So hole number 3. This is the par 3. I think I've got my sniper in here because that is what I will be using. And yep, okay. Thank you very much, John, for the $1.99 donation. Appreciate that very much. Congratulations on the monetization. Thank you very much, my friend. Let's see. Slayer says, I made a video on the way to make unlimited coins in Marvel Lego game. My oldest son posted it, and 4 million views later, he's made about $2,000 off it. That's awesome. That's a great start to his college fund, right? I don't know, maybe, or some really nice PlayStation or Xbox games and controllers. All right, let's check our bag. Make sure we have the sniper in. Yes, we have the sniper in. And ball wise, what did I say I needed to use ball wise? Ball wise, I think we're gonna go with the Navigator. Yeah, Navigator for this one. And we may have to change our ball, but we will see. I think that's correct. A lot of different balls being used in this tournament. So yeah, y'all give John H some booms and some props in the chat, please. Thank you very much. Well, James, if it's possible to happen, we will make it happen, for sure. All right, so let's see. I want to bounce my ball somewhere about right in there. I like that right there, and we're going to go with 1 bar of right spin. All right. We're going to play this one right at 1 bar per. And hopefully we can hit it perfect. Hit a great left. That's not really a way you want to hit great on this shot. because that happens right there. So it's kind of a risky shot right there, because if you don't hit a perfect, you end up in the sand getting a tan. What's going on, Mr. Terry? How's it going tonight? Yeah, I think there's some sand fleas in this beach. I need to hurry up and get out of it. Clint suggests using the horizon. That's definitely a possibility on this hole. I don't think I've seen anybody use it, though. I'll definitely be interested in that that video for sure. I do think that path from the back edge is probably the best chance of getting the hole-in-one on this hole, but it's also probably one of the riskier ways to play it as well. So let's see. .8. It's barely any kind of an adjustment at all. We're going to do that right there. Hit it perfect. And drop in that hole. What a sand save right there. That's what I'm talking about. You know, we shouldn't have to be J-booming a freaking birdie putt on this hole, but that's a J-boom. The Navigator ball matches the turbo ball. I'm not sure what this guy's doing. He must have like a ton of these. Is this James I'm playing? Let me see. Let me see if I'm playing James. Fun and James here. Nope. 24/7 addicted. Not James. Thank you very much, everybody. All right, definitely. He's going to have the advantage of me on this hole, though, for sure. I'm not really quite sure what I'm going to do with an extra mile and a sniper on this hole. I guess we going with the rough bump. I guess that's what we'll try to do. Benjamin said he had someone use a snow globe on a par 3 in rookie. Must have, you know, some people just, you know, don't have access to information like, you know, we do on YouTube. You know, there are a lot of people that play this game just shooting from the hip. All right, we're just going to play this one here. .9. We're going to play this. We're at about 2.5 rings. We're going to put a little curl in this little guy. I'm just totally making this up as we go along, and this might not be good. Or it might be okay. We'll probably at least win the hole still. Hey, if you're going to play the game, I guess play it guns a-blazing, you know. And if that means using a turbo ball every hole, then go for it. I mean, if you have the ball stash to do that, then props to you. Who am I to tell you you're wrong? So here we go. We got the birdie save on 3, and we're getting ready to play hole number 4. Time for the big topper. This is definitely a big topper hole right here. And ball-wise, we're going to go with... what should we use here? I think we're just going to stick with the Titan ball here in qualification. We may pull out the Zerker, though, when it comes to the opening and weekend rounds. Possibly even a snow globe. I don't know. We'll see how we're doing at that point. James says, 1 backspin with the driver. Yeah, that sounds correct. All right. So here we go. Oh, it's RJTV just logged on to his baby pro account. RJ's playing a little golf while he's watching on the big screen, probably, if I had to guess. Now for this shot right here, we're going to go full top, and I think we're going to go as much left spin as we can without taking away from our top spin. That's how I want to do it. I'm not going to play this one like ultra risky. I just want to get the shot, correct. And then, as we progress into the week, we can maybe try to get a little bit riskier on our landing zones and stuff like that. So we got a 5.9, kind of a left to right tailwind. So that's what we're going to go with right there. So we want to land it right about up in there. So we're going to go a little bit overpower. And hopefully that'll be okay. I'm trying not to get too risky. And I might have gotten too conservative. Golly, I got too conservative. Dang, that sucked. Alright. It almost feels like I didn't put topspin on that ball. But I know I did. So we'll try that one again. Need to overpower that shot a little bit more. No, this is definitely a hole for the big topper for all of the different divisions. I just did not overpower it enough. So I need to overpower this shot right here. Full overpower. And that one right there should be okay. But just barely. I don't know. Maybe a berserker ball is what is required. It just did not seem to have the carry that I thought it would. Because that was a full overpower on the big topper 5 right there. So I don't know. Not really sure on that one. It might be a case that we'll have to splurge. We'll have to splurge with the berserker on that shot. So that's good to know. Definitely good to know. So definitely got to go with the berserker. I don't know if going further to the right makes a difference there, because I don't feel like I had the distance. I think it comes down to the berserker. I think without the berserker, now if I was to go with the extra mile, I could probably go with the Titan. But with that wind, I think a big topper requires a berserker or a snow globe ball. So, I mean, I have Zerker written down in my notes. I was trying to, not have to use up my Zerkers, but it's pretty apparent that the Zerker is going to be required. Yeah, Jared, I went big topper and expert, and I made it pretty easily. But the wind a little bit different in expert, so we'll see a little bit later, the expert. But I'll probably go with the extra mile 7 in pro, for that hole. Unless I get into the weekend round and I just feel like I've really got to try to make up that that albatross shot or something, then we might go with the big topper and the berserker. But I think we're going to stick with the extra mile 7 and the Titan ball in that hole, which is what I've used in previous tournaments. So hole number 5, we're going to need the Goliath ball. At this point right here, I could still throw the round, just use it as a practice round, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to play through it and improve on each hole when it comes to the next rounds, if I make it to the next round. So let's go ahead and put the Goliath in, because that is the club we're going to be using for this next hole. And Kingmaker. James says he thinks big topper is riskier. I think I agree. I completely agree with that, James. I also think the big topper gives you the best chance to drive that ball pretty close to the green for a fairly easy albatross shot, though. But you kind of gotta weigh that risk versus reward. So I think that I would say qualifying and opening round, I would stick with the extra mile. Maybe study up on a few other people maybe that are using the big topper, and if you do decide to use it in the weekend round to try to get a little bit closer for that albatross chance to do it that way. But yeah, in pro, extra mile 7 Titan ball is a pretty easy over that gap shot. Definitely a hole that you want to make sure you get an eagle on, which I didn't get. So yeah, I don't have any earth balls. Can't remember what ball I used in expert. I may have used one of those origin balls from the last tournament. I think I may have used one of those. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see in a little while. All right. So let's see if we can get this one dialed in. This is a tough hole. I know some people playing the bump shot here. We're going to play 3 backspin on this shot. And I'm going to play it to land right there about right at the edge of that fringe line. See that right there? And 6.1 is, we're going to play this at 2 per and a little bit extra. Might not be enough backspin on this shot, but we'll find out here in a second. Nope. Okay. So, not too bad of a shot right there. We're on line. I really hesitate to take anything else away from that spin. I really like the 3 bars of backspin for that shot. The only thing that I could do would be adjust my landing spot a little bit closer to that the edge of the fringe and fairway. That line right there in between the fringe and the fairway. Maybe aim it right there. What's going on, Benny? How's it going tonight? I'm not sure, Benjamin. It may be. It's like a miniature berserker, basically. I had never heard it compared to anything except the berserker, but you may be correct. So we'll get the birdie right there. Della says, with the backbone, would you still go 3 bars of backspin? The reason we're going with the 3 bars of backspin as opposed to more, which you use in expert, is because of that headwind. I would say definitely practice with the 3 bars. But just be ready to make adjustments as needed. I like the 3 bars that I use on that shot right there. I just need to adjust my my initial spot where the ball is landing a little bit. But I'm definitely going to stick with my 3 backspin. So, in a tailwind, you need more. In a headwind, you need less. So, you're quickly going to realize if you need more or less, on your shot. I don't know if you've already played a qualifying round or not yet, or if you're going to practice or what, but you'll definitely find out quickly. And in my opinion, qualifying is just like a practice. I don't put too much, merit into qualifying. That's a nice looking shot right there. Let's see what we have to work with. 2.69, that's nice. All right, we're gonna play a shot right in here. And uh-oh, messed that up. Okay. So 5, no, 6, somewhere right in there. I don't know. We might be way off on this one. But we hit it perfect this time, so if it's off, it's not the ball's fault. Oh, we're gonna win this one. Can play up to 20% extra rings also. Yeah, I added a little bit extra there at the end for that extra. I don't know if I added enough for 20%, but I did add a little bit extra past that 3 rings adjustment. So we win that shootout. That was a nice looking shootout right there on that hole. And hole number 6 is up next. Hole number 6, we're going to play this one. We're going to try to go to the left side on this shot right here. The wind on this hole is not friendly. So let's see, I'm looking at my notes here. We're going to go with the extra mile. Benny, this is not my main. This is one of my pro accounts. I would say this is one of my weaker pro accounts. My main actually will be streaming next, following this stream. I've already played my expert round on my main account, so if you want to stick around and watch my main account play expert, we'll be watching that after we do the giveaway. So let's see. King, let's see, extra mile, and we're going to stick with the sniper. That's fine. We're going to stick with the Goliath and the Kingmaker. Hopefully this this shot will work. One thing I did want to do, I did want to change out my rough iron here. Do not want to have the razor in. I'm going to go with the Nirvana here. It's only 1 yard extra. I feel a little more comfortable with the Nirvana on a little bit longer range type shots. So here we go. James said, do not waste those pretty balls. James, I see you waste more balls than anybody else in this game. How do I judge that with the take shot button? You talking about measuring the rings? Steve, if you want to know the true answer, it's because I don't have the off-roader or the razor on my my wind chart notes right now. I haven't updated them to include those two, and I have the Nirvana. There's the complete truth. Alright, so you see my opponent here is going to go to the right. We got a nasty headwind here on this hole. And that's a pretty ball right there. So let's see what he can do. We're going to be going to the left side here. I used a Majors Kingmaker. I didn't realize I used one of my Majors Kingmakers. Do I have it in now? Oh, nope, I must have changed it. Okay. So we're going to go full top and full left as much as we can. And we're going to aim right about there. So 6.5 is about 3 rings. So we need to go a little bit into overpower on this shot. And we're going to go with about a half a ball curl. And hit it great left. Oh, that one might cost us. That one's going to cost us bad. Yep. So this is why we have the Nirvana in. Yeah, I didn't realize I used one of those balls, James. I definitely would not have used one of those if I had noticed. So I definitely like the approach this guy's taken. He's going to go with I'm assuming he's going with the backdoor shot here. I don't know what he's doing. Is he trying to dunk this shot? Alright, well that works. I don't know, Clint. That was kind of weird. Because all of a sudden, we just haven't seen anything. Oh, this is going to be fun. We're going to have to... We're just going to have to overpower this thing. Hopefully get up there near the green. Golly. I should have taken the shot off that little island. So, the off-roader would have definitely been a better club to have right there. For sure. And we are definitely playing a bit rusty here. Every week someone says, next week is the major. Yeah. We've been hearing that for what, 2 months? Or about a month and a half, Jared? Alright, let's see if we can put this one in. Shoot. That's terrible. Boom Boom sends his heart. He didn't feel well. Well, hopefully Boom Boom feels better tomorrow. All right. So we might not even qualify here, y'all. Pro is definitely more difficult than expert. All right, hole number 7. And the par 3, and we're gonna go with the rocket here, and Kingmaker, Oh, wow. I don't have a whole lot of those special Kingmaker balls. I don't know why I used one. So let's see. This is a tough hole because I don't think you have the same type of wind in Expert that you do in Pro. Alright, we're going to stick with the rocket. It may end up costing us, but at this point, I don't know that it really matters. Alright. So let's see if we can do something here. We're going to be using the rocket, and depending on the kind of wind that we get, let's see what kind of wind we get here. 4.6, okay, that's a nice wind. That's about right around a three ring adjustment. And once again, this is one of those holes where you really just want to get your birdie and move on. And hitting it great left is probably not a good thing to do, but we'll be okay. We're gonna get our birdie still. It's a tough hole. I'm serious. You get the birdie here, I would be satisfied with it. 60% of the time, James is 100% right. So that means 40% of the time, James is 100% wrong. But that's still pretty decent odds, even though 6 out of 10 is good in baseball, but bad on a test in school. So I'm not sure what type of grading scale we're going according to here. If we're going according to school methods, that's not good. But if we're going according to baseball stats, then that is fantabulous. Rough bump, okay. We'll have to stay tuned to see that rough bump of yours. Alright, so we get the birdie. Awesome to see, Greg. Minus 12. Very nice. John. So minus 8 after 7. That's quite pathetic right there, especially considering we started this thing off with an eagle. But there's always opening round or next time. Let's see what's looking like here. Look at this leaderboard here real quick. I mean, it's not looking very impressive in my bracket, honestly. So I'm pretty sure we're going to qualify with whatever we shoot. There may be some people that are just practicing, but I don't know. Alright, hole number 8, which is kind of a boring hole in pro, because you have a left to right side wind. You're pretty much just playing to the right side and then trying for your chip in. So, saying that, we're going to just, we're going to go cheap on this hole. We're just going to go with the navigator ball and the extra mile. Yes, make sure if you do use the rocket to come in and change out your club. You don't want to be using the rocket on this next hole. And we're going to go with the, we're going to put the backbone in here. This one. Actually, we're going to go with the Saturn on this one. I like the Saturn. But yeah, make sure you change out your club. Yeah, I'm in the hunt, Clint. That's pretty sad. Yes, Slayer, it was hole 7 2 tournaments ago. The winds were slightly a little bit different. You're right on the edge of having a hard time adjusting for your wind on pro with the wind we had, because if you start having to adjust too far back into that sand bunker, your ball target starts doing wacky things. So be careful on that adjustment. You've really got to either use a kingmaker or even maybe a power, more power, like a power wind resistance ball or something like that. So all we're wanting to do here is basically start this one right through here. So with 6 mile an hour wind, we're going to adjust right around 3 rings. And we're just going to try to hit this one perfect, which we do. So navigator ball, or you could probably use a quasar if you wanted to. You want a little bit extra left spin, but in my opinion, the way Playdemic has done this hole with the wind like this, just go with the navigator. Clint, I did the same thing. It wasn't on that hole. It was on a different tournament hole though. So I'm in the same boat as you. I've done that as well. I'm sure a lot of other people have. So from this shot right here, we're just going to try to roll this one in. We're pretty much at max here with this shot. We're going to go with 1 backspin. I like that right there. So 6.3 at max. It was right about 3, just a little bit over 3 rings. I hit it great to the right, so we're not going to make this shot. Just miss it to the right edge of the cup. So if we hit a perfect right there, it's probably in the hole. So, I may not have made it, but you all can see, with a perfect hit right there, that one's probably an eagle. So definitely I like that adjustment with the 1 backspin. I do prefer to take that shot off the edge of the fairway as opposed to the green and using more backspin. In that instance, a lot of the times I'm more in favor of backspin and more backspin, but right there it's got a pretty nice roll to it, I think, and one bar of backspin, and then just kind of directing that one towards the hole, about 3 or so squares back, is basically the best way to play that shot, I think. And you're just going to play your thorn. It's pretty much going to be a max measurement if you're playing it from where I hit my shot. So, what's up, Jeremiah? Not playing a great round, but having a good time still. I agree with you 100% right now, Jeff. Although I think some of the errors that I'm making are just stupid errors. Drove a ton yesterday, worked all day today, so still kind of getting back in the groove. So, but all things that I feel are pretty correctable. Changing out a ball and a club on one hole, hitting perfect shots. You got to hit perfect shots to make the shots. You gonna go left side of the right fairway with that left to right wind? I would definitely like to see a video of that. if you can get one recorded. In expert, I do go to the left side. So, but in pro, with that wind, I don't see going left as viable. But I definitely am, can be proven wrong if you do it. Put a video up on the 19th hole. I'm sure we'd all love to see it. All right, let's see. .5. Yeah, just kind of eyeballing this shot right here. We do hit it perfect though. And that one might roll back a little bit. Nope. 6.84. That's not terrible. Oh, thank you very much, Mark. Yes, Slayer, that's usually how it happens. You usually get the hole-in-one when you don't need it. But you got a chest out of it. I haven't bought any yet, Benny. It's definitely a good ball. It's like I would say it's basically like the same as the Santa ball. So it's definitely good for like higher divisions, expert and probably masters, like par 3s and stuff like that. Other than that, I don't know if it would have many uses, but definitely good for the upper division play. All right, so hole number 9, we're going to go with, we might as well just go for it. We're going to go with the big topper here. Try it out. Big topper and Titan ball. Nothing to lose. But yeah, I would definitely consider that's definitely a good ball. Probably one of the better balls that we've seen. I know there have been a lot of people that have been talking about we need another Santa ball. I'm sure there are some people who are just starting to run out of those balls. So definitely a good time for Playdemic to bring, that ball back. So what we're going to be trying to do is just jump this over. Okay. 6.4, 2.4. And let's see what that one right there does. Oh, into the sand. Probably could try to put a little bit of overpower on that shot. I was trying to fit it right through that gap, and it just about made it. James says buy a bunch. I'm sure. Well, James, I bet you're gonna buy a big pack. Ryan, far left is definitely a good option. I just really just wanted to try to go to that gap. But going to the left and setting yourself up for the shot off that island is definitely a good idea, and it'll give you a good chance at the albatross for sure. So. No, Jared. Tim was out of town for the weekend. He had some sort of bachelor's party weekend with his friends, and I don't know. Hadn't heard. We haven't heard from him. I asked if he got arrested. Nobody knows. He was on a boat though, so we're thinking maybe he like maybe dropped his phone into the water or something. That was Brad's guess. Thank you very much, Steve. Appreciate it. Santa blue balls. Yeah, I'm sure I will, James. Is that how long it takes? I have no idea. He's filming the next Hangover movie. He probably could play the part, that's for sure. So that's pro. Definitely nothing to write mom about right there. But definitely things that are fixable, like we said in the past. We are going to gear up here and do the giveaway, and then we will watch the my expert round, which I can tell y'all it was much better than this one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take down the stream. I'm going to rename it to expert, and we will do the giveaway first, and then we will watch the expert round second. So for anyone that wants to stay around and watch the expert round, you can do that. The good thing about watching an expert round and not having to play it as I chat is I will have the ability to kind of talk a little bit more. This is going to be ugly. I was going to have to hit it. So I'll have the ability to talk a little bit more, talk my way through these shots, and about what's going on. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to take down this stream, and then I'm going to re-put up the new stream with a new titled name, and we are going to do the giveaway, and then we're going to watch the expert round. Yes, Benny, I stream from my phone. So Brendan's already trying to guess what I did on my next round. Nope, not at Alba. So we will finish up here. We will go to the scorecard, and then I will take it down, and I will re-put it back up like within a minute. So y'all just stay tuned and rejoin, or actually I don't know if it'll just restart back or not. It may do that, I'm not sure. So minus 11 in pro. So yeah, that was the night. All right, so here's the scorecard, and then we will do what I just said. All right, scorecard. There's that pretty par, and hole 4 birdie. So, right there are 2 strokes easily that I'll get back. So that's a minus 13 right there. Plus, we could get that one to drop on 8. That's minus 14. So, not a great score, but when you know where you missed, you can make improvements and improve on your score for next time. So here we go. Drop in stream. I'll be right back.